Hello farmers, welcome back to the Pacific Northwest. Hey, we're in field 35 doing a sugar beet contract still. But we're just about done. I think we're 97% done the contract. I'm not bringing any more sugar beet to the sugar plant. Sugar plant. I think that's what it's called. I think the rest of this will be ours. The only concern I have with the rest of this contract is, will the Tiger 2 finish the contract before it runs out of fuel? Yeah, it's awfully low on fuel. It's awfully low on repairs. It's awfully, it's in dire need of attention, as is a lot of our equipment. So that's what I've been kind of doing in the morning hours since we last left off last week. It was like 7 o'clock in the morning when we woke up, and I turned it down to times 1 speed just to get this contract done, or at least get most of it done. In the meantime, we're going to actually bring this over to the shed, the silo over at the pig hog barn. We call it the hog barn. I've been rather busy. Well, workers have been rather busy. So the John Deere went ahead with his narrow tires and the weeder, and we weeded all of our fields over here, the barley fields. Yes, the 3 barley fields that we own. And when I got done, I repaired the John Deere, repaired the weeder, washed them, refilled the John Deere with some diesel fuel. Good to go. The upper plateau are sunflower fields. Remember, we got 5 fields up there. I have already harvested, well, excuse me, I keep saying workers have already harvested 4 of the fields. I even came down with a Class Axion tractor. We got our manure spreader that we bought weeks ago. I forgot when it was at this point. And after we got done harvesting, so basically, of course, Rostamash is harvesting. The Class Axion is got the trailer behind it, emptying the combine, and the Vultra was going around spreading manure on the fields as we finish harvesting. So I got 1 more field to harvest. We'll be doing that together today while our root crop harvester finishes up harvesting. And I don't want to say that's pretty much it, but that's all the field work we'll be doing as workers do some stuff. And then we're going to go around when we're done using some of the stuff this morning and repair, refuel. I mean, you can even see this truck here needs to be repaired. Needs refueled. Even the trailer. I don't think the trailer's been repaired maybe ever. I don't know. The only thing it will do is it will take care of some of the paint on it, and it will I need a turn here. It will unload faster. I don't know if it will load faster, but it should unload a little bit faster than it has been. Oh crap, I don't want to go here. See, I'm concentrating on what I did so I can explain to you. I don't want to deliver any of this stuff here. This stuff is mine, man. I'm keeping it. I am going to keep it. I said hog barn, and I went to the sugar plant anyways, like an idiot. Let's get out of here. Let's go to the hog barn and put this where it belongs. I've also taken care of our sugar plant and our bakery, filling it with wheat and sugar as needed. Went to the Pepsi factory, and we had like about 4 or 5 more pallets of Pepsi sitting around. Man, it's getting more and more laggy with the more Pepsi pallets I'm getting in general. And I've been watching the market a little bit to see what's going on. So the good news is, we are getting awfully close to where our loan interest at midnight is just at or just below $100,000. That's going to be a huge goal for us. Since we started at $160,000 paying every night. I don't know how. I wish there might be a mod out, to be honest, to show you your finances all throughout your Let's Play or your series or the map you're playing on. But we probably paid pretty close to like $5 to $6 million in loan interest fees since we started. I mean, we are on episode 100-ish. Actually over 100 episodes now, and at the beginning we were paying $150,000, $160,000 at midnight for a long time. I mean, after 10 days, that's $1.5 million I had to pay to the bank. And yes, don't adjust your screens if you're seeing that much lag, because it is laggy over here with all the factories and pallets and whatnot. But all this sugar beet is going into here. I am actually thinking the next harvest we do in our sugar beet field over on the Western Plateau straight ahead of us, instead of doing sugar beet, I may do potatoes just to mix up, because we got plenty of sugar beet in here. As a matter of fact, I may have to check when I leave here. We'll check our silo sign or billboard. Yeah, so we're at 263,000. So I'm probably going to get another at least 90 to 150,000 liters off that field that we're doing the contract in. Then, of course, our field will be ready in a day or so. Even though I'll be bringing sugar beet to the sugar factory, I may be topping off our silo. So maybe next time I may just do potatoes just to mix it up a little bit. There we go. Lag cleared up for me. But I want to get this truck back over to Field 35 so I can just finish that contract. I hope the root crop harvester, the Tiger 2, can finish. I think it's a Tiger 2. Can finish the contract before it runs out of fuel. It is that low. And then when we bring it back over to the garage where we park it up, we will fix it on up. We'll fuel it on up. We'll even fill it up with some DEF fluid before we go over. We do have a DEF fluid tanker over here to use. And since I'm coming back, what I'll do is... Yep, we will empty the harvester going down this way. I'm hoping that it can finish the rest of the field without having me to come down here and empty it. It'll be questionable if it can. But if I have to, I have to. Yeah, so even the header on this is probably worn out, even though we repaired it before it came over. I think it was harvesting at 9 miles an hour. I was in the harvester before. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to follow this guy all the way down to the end, just so I can make sure he's as empty as he can be. And if I do that, then I think the worker should be able to finish the rest of the field without having to be emptied. So I'm going to just follow him all the way down the end of the field. I'll tell you what, I'll meet you up at the upper plateau, and we'll get the Vultra worker going with the manure spreader. I'll show you that. The manure spreader I'll be showing you is on the Giants Mod Hub. It got released probably like a month ago at this point, but to us it's kind of new. Well, I bought it a month ago as well, I think, and it's been sitting out there in the shop, and now we get to use it. Yeah, so I'll just see in like, well, 3, 2. Alright, so here we are in our Vultra in field number 4 in the Pacific Northwest part of the map. Yeah, field number 4. This is the Orion 120TH. And no, I don't have manure in it because my worker is taking it from our cow manure storage area. So I'm just going to hire a worker so I can take it from there. The working width is not... It doesn't look as wide as it actually is. As you can see how it's spreading. But it covers a decent area, and these are small fields up here, and we're just trying to use the manure out of the cow barn. I was at the pile, I'm like, boy, that's a lot of manure, but when I go in here, and we go down to the cows, it just shows I just have 189,000 liters. I don't want to say just have 189,000. At one point, we had like almost 300,000 liters of manure. So, yeah, this will save us money on artificial fertilizer and all that stuff. I did pay $27,000 for the trailer, but I think it should be pay for itself by the time I keep spreading this manure. And I want to be in the map here, so, yep. And all our fields down here do need lime. I don't think field 3 will, but we shall see in a moment. And, yeah, the rest of our fields are all looking good. Double fertilized, they're all weeded. Same thing for our fields over here. I was keeping an eye on contract field 33, but I think we just did that last episode. But the main thing we're here for is to finish our sunflower harvest. Let's fire up our masher. And yeah, just get right to work here. I'm not going to even bother using GPS because when it comes to harvesting, I don't really need GPS. I mean, it's not that hard to see where you've been. I mean, if it was a bigger field, I might get a little lazy and turn on GPS, but I think I'm going to be just fine. So I'm hoping, in a way, that I can get the whole field into the trailer. I'm getting confused on maps and what trailers I have. I think that trailer holds 42,000 liters. So, yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to get the whole field in that trailer or not. This is a pretty decent sized field, actually, so yeah, I think we might fill the trailer and fill the combine. So if we add the combine and the trailer, I should be able to put in 50,000 liters, so I think we're going to have more than that. So I may have to make a trip back to the silo, dump it onto there. So now also this gives me a little time I can relax and focus on the job at hand. With Hazard County now being finished, like I said, the Pacific Northwest will be taking over the 2 slots at the Hazard County. We're airing on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So now the Pacific Northwest will be on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. That should help us get caught up on paying off this loan and digging quite well. And we do have tons of money sitting around. We got tons of milk, tons of eggs, a little bit of wool, and now we got the self-marketing stands up, so we should earn more cash that way. We got tons of cotton sitting down there as well. So I think the money's going to start rolling in pretty fast, and we'll start paying off that loan even more. I think we are, $35.5 million left to go. So, yeah, time to dig into that. And the more we dig into it, the better. And plus we got horses. The round of selling the horses again are coming up. In a couple days, we'll be selling off 10. Then a couple more days will be 8. Then a couple more days after that will be 16. So yeah, the money's gonna be coming in pretty fast, which is gonna be good for us. They don't have to worry about that loan being over $1 million. Yeah, $1 million. $100,000 at midnight, the interest rate. Am I digging into the ground a little bit here? Yeah, so you can see this combine here. This combine here does need to be repaired as well. A lot of things need to be repaired. That $100,000 we're getting on the contract of Field 35 is going to come in handy, because I'm going to spend probably $10,000 of that loan to fix and repair and refuel things. I mean, it needs to be done. There are some weeds in this field I'm seeing. I thought I brought a sprayer over, but I mean, I must have. I don't have weeds in the entire field. I think I did coarse play on the field. So I'm going to blame the coarse play worker. I am kind of curious. Does this need lime over here? Nope, does not need lime. So the other 4 fields need lime, which is fine. We can do that, no problem. But what it does do by spraying the manure down the field and then seeding the field, I won't have to worry about fertilizing the fields after seeding and hitting a growth stage. We'll just have to focus on making sure the weeds are out of here. Because weeds do affect the growth by 15%. I do believe. I think it's 15%. Yeah, so a lot of repairs to do later on. Like I said, definitely the root crop harvester, the Tiger down there. I just hope I can drive it back to the sheds before it runs out of fuel. If it runs out of fuel, it's not a big deal, and I'm going to have to get that little sunflower stock, or there's actually 2 of them there, because that will annoy me. Yeah, but if my harvester does run out of fuel, it's not a problem. We do have a fuel tanker somewhere. Actually, the fuel tanker is down there. Yeah, it's down by our seed huts by Alien Jim. They're down by his huts. I was selling the digestate and slurry. I was selling the slurry to make digestate, and then we're selling the digestate at the garden center. So yeah, I probably have 1 month before the next map I will be playing on comes out. And that's just an estimated time. That's not a set in stone time. So we got about a month of 4 episodes per week, so I think we can really dig into that loan pretty good before I go back to 2 episodes a week. And maybe even when that map comes out, it could be one of those cases where we take a break from the Pacific Northwest again just for a little while. But that is a ways off. When I say it's a ways off, sometimes a month will go by quicker than what you think it will. It always seems to be that way when you're looking for something to come along. It's like it's another month and it seems like it's forever. And then when that time finally does arrive and you start thinking, boy, that month went by rather quick. So almost 2 full headlands on a full tank. And my root crop harvester is just about full. And as I was looking at that, my tank got full. Not paying attention. I thought about teleporting over to it, but you know what? By the time I get the map out, click on it, and actually get there, it might be easier just for me to run over and grab our trailer. And unload. And I actually got the only mod I've installed this past week was the Real Dirt mod. So it's just, the Real Dirt mod's been out for a while, but this part of the Real Dirt mod is where the dirt will not come off the vehicle when you're like going down a road or going through a grass field. It'll stay on there. Is my root crop harvester going to finish? He should be able to finish. I think he should be able to. Go ahead and turn the header back on so I can get to work. Tell me you can finish down there. And once you're finished, I'm going to collect that contract before I forget. So another contract on Field 35 might come up sooner. Actually, let's just jump down here and... Oh, really? You know what? Let's, I'm not going to work. No. You're good. I think I'm not going to bother have you go down that whole row, because then he'll stop down here and I'll have to drive all the way across. Completed. Yes, let's collect on that. Thank you very much. And we'll just check the contracts while I'm here. Nope. Okay, let's turn this all off. Save on that diesel fuel. Actually, you got a good amount of remaining, so I shouldn't have to worry about it. Alright, so back up to here. Hop into our combine harvester and get back to the sunflower harvest. And I'm wondering if I can fit it all into that trailer. It's going to be close, maybe? Maybe? I don't know.
You're like a ghost in my mind. I can't escape you. I need to believe it was right letting you go. 'Cause you're like a ghost in my mind. I wanna escape you, but I do not believe it was right letting you go. I can't stand the thought of losing you. Tell me, do you think of me too? 'Cause every song just reminds me of you, and it kills me. No, it was a mistake letting you go. 'Cause every song just reminds me of you, and it breaks my heart. You're still here, though we're apart. I'm seeing your face in my dreams. I can't escape you. Like a movie on repeat, the scenes just go on. I'm hearing your voice in my dreams. I wanna escape you. I really think I made a big mistake. I want you to know I can't stand the thought of losing you. Tell me, do you think of me too? 'Cause every song just reminds me of you, and it kills me. No, it was a mistake letting you go. 'Cause every song just reminds me of you, and it breaks my heart. You're still here, though we're apart. Don't tell me it's over now. Don't tell me it's over now. Don't tell me it's over now. it's over. 'Cause every song just reminds me of you.
It looks like we should be able to fit all this crop into the trailer. So that means I can bring the combine back empty, repair it, put it away, and then bring the Class Axion back and then just dump it all into the silo. Save it for a good day. Maybe have a great demand on that. I've been kind of hoping that great demand would show up sometime this morning, but you know what? We still got half a day left to go. Maybe a great demand will come along that, is a product that we have. Sell it, make a good amount of money, and pay off a huge chunk of that loan and get that loan below $100,000 per. But I'm hoping either way we can do that when this evening comes. Probably be next episode, which we will be up here in the same fields. I got to spread lime down in all 4 of them. Got to spread manure in this one. And then I'm thinking maybe soybeans might be the way to go up here. Yeah, I'm trying to stay away from all the cereal crops, because if I do cereal crops, that means, yeah, I'm going to do straw. So I think right now we're just going to go ahead and keep it rather simple, since we are doing wheat and barley in our fields down below for the bakery. Yep, I should be able to fit all this in here. And now it's time to go repair some things and pay the bill on that. Alright, back to the farm with the masher and the header. Time to fix, repair, refuel. Well, the Axion is back with the trailer. I just want to see how much sunflowers we actually got off the 5 fields today. Not bad. We'll just call it 130,000 liters. I'll take that. When the price is right, that could be pretty close to $125,000. I don't think we've really seen sunflowers get to 1,000, but maybe if there's a great demand for it, we could get $1,000 per. Let's go ahead and grab our pressure washer hose and give our combine and header a good wash and a repair, refuel. And they'll be ready to go in a few days' time. Probably pretty close to 2.5 days' time for some, I'm thinking. Time we get these fields seeded back up here, it'll be later on today. There'll be 2 days before they're ready for harvest. And probably at that point, it'll be like late evening. So yeah, I would say about 3 days' time. These fields up here, I tend to neglect a little bit if the lower plateau has fields ready to be harvested. Alright, let's go get ourselves a nice little repair bill. I was just thinking, do I have a fuel tanker up here? I thought I did somewhere, do I not? Maybe I don't. Do I? I don't know. Just make sure I get this all in here. That way the header is in the trigger. Alright, so how much is this going to cost to repair this? That's $17.52, not bad. And the header... Alright, so we'll just call it like $2,000 there. That I can deal with. I mean, that I can deal with all of it. I mean, it's not going to be too bad on the harvester and all that. I must have a fuel depot up here somewhere, right? Or no, actually, I think I might be just gassing up at the gas station. Yeah, I don't think I have a fuel. Yeah, but we've just been gassing up the fuel station. That makes sense, right? Maybe. So I'll have to gas it up when I get around to it. Meanwhile, you, sir, I'm going to make a trip to the hog barn, put this into the silo, come back, empty out the harvester, and then we'll take the harvester over to its garage area. On the way through, we'll fill up with some DEF fluid. Then when we get back to the garage, we'll repair, wash, and refuel. And then we'll repair, wash, refuel the truck and trailer as well. Well, instead of bringing the truck back over to the sugar beet harvester, I figured we'd bring the sugar beet harvester to the truck. after I get my DEF fluid. $24 worth. Now I just got to get out of here without having traffic problems, which I might have. I do have the header in the folded position. I don't think I want to ride in cab because I think if we try that, it's going to look terrible. Yeah, I cannot see a darn thing. Well, you can see, just not well. Oh, especially with the car coming. I'll move over. There we go. And who needs a stop sign? We just go right through that. These stop signs on these maps are just suggestions for you to do. Doesn't mean you actually have to stop. Okay, let's nope. Forget I'm on this side of the trailer with the tarp on this side. Actually, I'm in the trailer. The harvester. I can raise the lifter. That usually helps out. So now it may get a little expensive. Being a harvester, that costs, I think this costs like $425,000 for the Tiger. Tiger 6, yeah, because we just bought the Panther 2 on Hazard County, and I think that was $375,000. I think the Tiger 6 is like $425,000. A little bit more expensive, so I can imagine the repair bill when the needle is, well, it's about as far as it can go. I think it's going to be kind of expensive. Let's go ahead and we will fold this up. Let's see, I don't know if I can get this all in all the triggers here. Well, it's refueling. And what is in the trigger? Okay, well, I didn't hit the trigger. I got the sprayer. So let's give it a good wash first. How much are you going to cost me in fuel? Because you were just about empty. And it's still refueling. It's okay. You can stop filling at any moment now, right? That fuel bill is going to be expensive. Is it leaking on the ground? Do I have a hole in the tank? Hello? Well, at least I got the vehicle washed and it's refueling. It's almost there. Okay, so it just seemed bad. It's only $1,300. It's like, all right. This might be like $3,000. Well, pretty close to $38.78, but needs to be repaired. And the header, $575. So overall, not too bad. It's almost like a brand new piece of equipment. There we go. And she'll be good to go in a day or so when our sugar beet field is ready for harvest. Come on, garage door. Door? Hello, door. There we go. Guess I have to get it from the inside. Alright, so these sugar beets need to go into our hog silo. Then we'll come back on down here and we'll take care of this truck and trailer. Alright, so time to refuel this. And we'll try to do the same process so we can kind of see what's going on here. Give this a nice good wash first. I don't think the fuel bill is going to be as expensive. Like I said, the trailer may not have... I don't think I've ever repaired the trailer since we owned it. And that's been from the beginning. $427 for fuel, so that's not too bad. I did not stop for a DEF fluid on the way over. This truck goes past that fuel pump quite a bit, so if I need to, I need to. Nope, stop it. Yeah, put these triggers kind of close together because it's the same button for the wand and same button for... No, I don't want to get into the vehicle. I hit the wrong button. Nope, not that. Yeah, so I don't know if that's ever been repaired. $700 to repair that. I can deal with that. And apparently my truck is out of the zone. Get in the zone. There it is. So $693. That's cheap. That's peanuts. Exactly. So not too bad. That leaves us with $320,000. That's pretty good. That hay kind of needs to go over to the BGA so I can make some more Tonemix rations and also mulch it up. So if I ever need it for the horses or the sheep, I can just take the loose hay out of there and feed it to them. There's our cotton bales, or modules, I should say. Yeah, we're just kind of waiting for a great demand on some of this stuff. And that'd be good. So right now, I would say if everything goes according to plan, probably pay off $200,000 off that loan if we don't sell anything more today. Like I said, in the afternoon, in the next episode, we'll be back up in the upper plateau, spreading some lime and seeding some fields and getting that trailer, the Volta tractor over with a manure spreader and covering up field number 3. Shouldn't take it too long, I would think. So yeah, I think we can definitely take care of that in the afternoon hours. I think if I have to, I'll even slow down the time if I need to. And maybe while we're doing all that, fingers crossed, great demand somewhere. And then I'll have to keep track before we go to bed. Make sure our sugar plant and our bakery are fulfilled with wheat and sugar, and all the pallet areas are clear so I can spawn new ones. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always, and I'll catch you next time right here in the Pacific Northwest. But until then, have a good one.